Here's another page in my Mechanical Turk dashboard with some interesting statistics. It's cool that you can see these. It's what a lot of the requesters on here will kind of base their qualifications on because um, they need to have people who will actually do the tasks and take them seriously. If you have like an academic survey, you don't want people just trying to rush through it, fill in random information. So they kind of can put different filters to hopefully filter out people who aren't taking this seriously or won't provide useful data. So we can see here that I have completed a total of 511 tasks. That might sound like a lot, but it's honestly not because a lot of them are just 1 cent tasks. So they could be as low as $5, but I have made more than that. So I completed a total of 511 tasks. Um, of those I have submitted, 98% have been approved. Um, that sounds like a high number, but it's honestly not. A lot of them kind of cut off at 99%. A lot of people on the forums complain a lot about getting uh, denied their payments from the tasks because the requesters can just deny any task that you submit, and a lot of times they do this because you provided bad data or they think um, you didn't do a good job, didn't follow the instructions, but also sometimes they do it because then they don't have to pay you, they get their money back. So 98% is probably on the low end of acceptable. Um, I still qualify for a lot of tasks, but if I could get that up to 99%, I would qualify for a lot more. It seems very, I don't know the right word, but subjective and arbitrary is probably the best word. Um, it's much different than a real job where you can just uh, pretty much completely disqualified from working if um, by some arbitrary specifications and stuff like that. So that's part of what those forms are for, is that you don't want to accept tasks from people who are known for rejecting for no reason, because you need to keep this approval rating up to be able to continue to work. So return rate is what percentage of the tasks that I accept I later return. This could be because I can't complete them in the time that's allotted, whether I just get busy with something else. That's the good thing, is that you can always just stop working, return all the work you have, and turn it off. That's kind of the upside to Mechanical Turk. But also, a lot of these I returned is because either the task was completely broken, maybe some of the links don't work, the survey doesn't take you to the end when it should, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what that percentage is. The rejection rate is the flip side of the approval rate. I'm not sure why those don't line up. I got 98 and then 1, so I got some kind of in between there. It's probably just one of them is rounding down, one of them is rounding up, sort of thing. And then location, sometimes the requesters want a person in a specific location. Maybe they want to ask you, what college do you attend and what has been your experience? Or they want people from Charlotte who, work in food service industry or something like that. And then all these ones are things that the different requesters have assigned to me. So like this one put that workers that already took my survey. So maybe they want to later assign you like a follow up survey or something. So they can put these different kind of qualifications on you to qualify you for later surveys, or mark you as a good worker or mark you as a bad worker. So that's really for their use more than anything that you'd be able to interpret on your own.